What's up? What's up? Polo Sports Talking Entertainment. Here again with another one. Be sure to hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you're not a member. And also hit the notifications so that you're able to get all of my videos, all of my content. Before I get this video started, man, I want to give a shout out and give a nod to the brother Monty Brown TV. If you haven't subscribed to the homie Monty Brown TV, definitely go sub to his page. Uh, he is a boxing savant and always bringing day to day boxing content, and is one of the brothers that reps hard for the LDBC community, the boxing community. So, got to give a shout out to the brother Monty TV, as he was the one to report on this first. Look, man, you know, Canelo Alvarez, man, in my eyes, is probably one of the most uh, scrutinized and also, dare I say, controversial athletes of our time, because whenever you reach a level of success and you are that guy that pretty much can dictate and control, what's going on in terms of your your own chessboard, so to speak. There's going to be a lot of people out there, man, trying to take you down from all types of angles. Now, to tell you what I'm talking about, there was a get together, there was a gathering that Canelo was at, and people made a big deal about it on social media, asking why the champion, the undisputed, one of the only undisputed champions, multiple unified division champion winner, and one of the greatest to ever do it, he was being scrutinized and targeted and criticized because he decided to have a couple of drinks at a social gathering. Look, he is a grown man, all right? And what Canelo does is his business. And then on top of that, the last time I checked, he was successful at what he does. And more importantly, like the brother Monty Brown was saying, he's rich. He could do what he wants. Now, look, don't get it twisted, all right? I'm not saying that money should make you rotten or spoiled or anything like that. But Canelo Alvarez is married. He's got kids. And on top of that, he's creating generational wealth so that his kids, you know how to talk, all the way down the line, will never have to suffer again or want for anything. So if he wants to go out, have a couple of drinks, at a social gathering, that's his business. That's for him. That's hey, that's for the people around him uh, to judge, and for him to judge, not for you to judge. Now it'd be different if he was out here, wasn't working out, not constantly in the gym, constantly losing matches, not showing up, being sluggish in the ring, ducking fighters and stuff like that. Then okay, then we would have a problem because it's just like okay, you care more about party, you care more about turning up than you do your own skill or your own craft. And check this out too. Nas has sat and chopped it up with Canelo. Man, Canelo's a bad boy. Man, listen, when you got Nas, one of the greatest hip hop artists ever to grace the microphone, one of the pioneers of hip hop, and on top of that, he's in he markets for Hennessy as well. He's pretty much one of the faces of Hennessy, and you have Canelo right next to you on your team, and then to be able to chop it up with one of the goats, one of the great, hands down, one of the greatest to ever touch the ring. That man, that already tells you the level of success, the pinnacle success that Canelo has reached. You know, this guy is a humble savage, man. More that you see, what you're not realizing is that you're not hurting Canelo by you doing this. No, not at all. You're actually helping him because everybody sits up here and they want to do a whole bunch of finger pointing when this guy is just relaxing and having fun and stuff like that, right? And then what I find it odd too is that they do a whole bunch of finger pointing when he's successful too. So it's like he can't win. Look, even when he's winning, guess what? Then you want to say that the man's using steroids. You want to say that the man isn't. You want to say that the man isn't fighting anybody. You want to say that, oh well, you know, they'll say any type of little silly shit. He's not fighting enough black fighters, or he's not doing this or he's not doing that. Now you nitpicking. Whereas even when he's minding his own business, chilling with his family, not bothering you, and then you saying, oh well, Canelo's drinking. Oh, Canelo's doing this, Canelo doing that. Okay, so what about the guys that are walking into places shooting up innocent people, right? Y'all talking about them? What about the guys that are, beating the shit out their wife? Because you don't hear Canelo doing that. What about the guys that's not taking care of their kids, that's neglecting their kids, having them walking around in dirty diapers and shit like that, not even caring about, if they're malnourished or not. Canelo's not doing that. But see, y'all so concerned about, oh, this man having a drink or two. Man, look, man, this guy is being responsible about what he's doing. Like the commercial says, drink responsibly, and that's what he did. It's not like he's drinking and driving. And this guy has got enough money and enough sense to know that if he's gonna if he's gonna be drinking like he's doing, he has the sense enough to know, okay, hey, look, I know when enough is enough. You're talking about a world champion. You know what I'm saying? You're talking about a guy. You're talking about, again, like I said about AB. You're talking about a generational talent. And I know some people it's hard for them to handle, but with that, that generational talent, it came hard work. And I saw the talent and the skills in Canelo early. I don't know about anybody else. That's why I'm such a fan of his today. When somebody asked me, I think somebody asked, I think the homie Monty if he was a Canelo fan, and he said he's a boxing fan. Shit, if somebody asked me that, I'd be like, hell yeah, I'm a Canelo fan. If you got a fucking problem with it, nigga, kick rocks, nigga. Now I'm not a fanatic and I am objective, but you gotta give him his just due. But it doesn't listen just because this man is out there having a couple of drinks, having a good time or whatnot. That doesn't take anything, away from what he's doing, man. Listen, there are plenty of other athletes who drink, who do a whole bunch of other drugs that if you looked at if you probably you probably looked at some of these athletes and you'd be surprised what type of pills that these guys are popping and what type of drugs they smoking or whatever. You know what I'm saying? You'll be thoroughly surprised. Now I'm not saying that somebody like LeBron is out there doing that or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? But if if they want to do that, that's their choice. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm not advocating them going out there, snorting lines or smoking weed or doing all that other silly shit. But they're grown men and they're grown women too. If there's women out there doing it, you're not out there, you're not in the gym with Canelo 8 to 10 hours a day. You're not there. You're not out there running miles with him. You're not out there doing conditioning drills with him. You're not out there having to make weight. You're not out there doing the push-ups. You're not out there doing the sit-ups. You're not out there doing the jump rope. You're not out there in the ring sparring constantly, having to take the pain. You're not having to do that. But Canelo is the one that's out there sacrificing his body. He's the one that's putting in the work, not y'all. So he deserves to celebrate a little bit. And I'm quite sure that, like, he knows that his work is not finished. But he's still a young guy. At the end of the day, if anything, this should show you that a guy like this man is, he's cool people. He's down to earth, man. Listen, he's one of them guys that okay, you can sit down, chop it up, have a conversation with, because there's plenty of guys, who are of celebrity status who you approach in real life and you'll say, this guy's an asshole. I can't conversate with this dude. I can't even talk for more than 2 minutes with this guy without him, talking about himself. Whereas when you talk to a guy like Canelo, laid back, even though, he barely, he probably, his English has gotten better, no doubt. But, he, like, at one point, man, I was like, why would they fuck with Canelo when the man could barely speak any English? You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I don't know. But y'all tell me what you think, man. Polo Sports Talk and Entertainment. I'll get at y'all later.